Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Customs Duty brought to you by the Nigeria Customs Service. In our package this week, Director General World Trade Organization commends Controller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeniyi's leadership as 145th and 146th WCO Council session holds in Brussels. Nigeria Customs Service one-stop shop committed to deepen collaboration through robust data sharing and intelligence-driven enforcement. We'll also bring to you other reports alongside the usual Customs Hub segment where we get you informed on activities that relate to imports and excise duty collection for the week. I am Tosin Obiakeme. To stay with us.
The delegation of Nigeria Customs, led by the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi MFR, arrives Brussels. The occasion is the 145th/156th sessions of the Customs Cooperation Council, held at the World Customs Organization (WCO) headquarters. The Nigeria Customs Service has a momentous session all through, and reaching milestones in various areas. First, the service has been commended by the Director General of the World Trade Organization (WTO), Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, for its remarkable strides in customs modernization and trade facilitation. She uses the medium to applaud the leadership of Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeniyi for the service's continued efforts in aligning its operations with international trade standards. Next, the Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeniyi MFR has been unanimously elected as chairperson of the World Customs Organization (WCO) Council, the highest decision-making body in global customs administration, during a high-level meeting of the council.
We've taken a number of decisions, Government Policy Commission, ratified by Council. We have identified very, very clearly what our priorities will be under the strategic plan 2035-2028, with your assistance, with your support. We will follow through the implementation of all of this plan, and we hope to break new grounds in the years ahead.
As chairperson, Bashir Adeniyi is expected to provide strategic leadership to the WCO Policy Commission, steering the global customs agenda and facilitating high-level discussions on trade facilitation, revenue optimization, security, cross-border cooperation, and digital transformation. He will also work closely with the WCO Secretary-General, Mr. Ian Sanders, and the WCO Secretariat to ensure implementation of the organization's strategic plan while championing greater inclusivity, capacity development, and sustainability in customs operations, particularly for developing countries. For the appointment, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu congratulates Adeniyi, the board, management, and staff of the NCS on the recognition. The president believes that the hoisting of the Nigerian flag at the WCO headquarters in Brussels marks a significant milestone. It is the first time the flag has been raised at the organization's headquarters since its founding in 1952. Mr. President further urges the new chairperson of the WCO to live up to the expectation of the WCO Council and even surpass it. Bashir Adewale Adeniyi succeeds Edward Kieswetter, Commissioner of the South African Revenue Service. At the side event of the 145th/146th sessions, and in alignment with customs-to-customs cooperation, the Nigeria Customs Service and the Zakat, Tax and Customs Authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia have signed a bilateral agreement on cooperation and mutual assistance in customs matters.
We will look forward to taking this cooperation, using this agreement as the framework that we are going to use. We really appreciate your readiness to work with us, and we will look forward to a very productive partnership between our customs administrations. I will end again by saying that we will look forward to cooperation in the area of the application of technology, because we have seen how effective that you use technology in customs administration, especially the use of data. My colleague here was the vice president of the data committee, which is headed by Saudi Arabia. And this will be an opportunity for us to continue that collaboration.
I know that you have a big budget in technology, so I wish you all the best to do that transformation in Nigerian customs. And also, I wish you all the best in the position of chair of ICO. So we'll be very happy to see you there.
The agreement establishes a formal framework for mutual administrative assistance between the two nations in customs enforcement, classification, valuation, revenue protection, and coordinated border management. It draws from internationally recognized instruments, particularly the WCO Recommendation on Mutual Administrative Assistance, 1953, and other relevant conventions to which both countries are signatories. Similarly, in reaffirming its commitment to strengthening international enforcement alliances, the Nigeria Customs Service has signed a bilateral Memorandum of Understanding on cooperation and mutual assistance in customs matters with the Republic of Belarus. The MOU has been signed by the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, and Mr. Vladimir Orlovsky, Chairman of the State Customs Committee, representing the government of the Republic of Belarus.
We stress the fact that we put a lot of importance on cooperations like this between two customs administrations. And we are very deliberate to ensure that we implement this agreement for the mutual benefits of the two customs administrations. So once again, I thank you for accepting our hands of fellowship in line with the WCO guideline establishing cooperation on customs mutual matters.
The agreement provides a legal framework for mutual administrative assistance in areas including revenue protection, accurate classification and valuation, prohibition enforcement, and joint operations targeting smuggling and customs fraud. Based on terms of the agreement, both parties are expected to collaborate in joint investigations, training, real-time intelligence sharing, and the application of control procedures in accordance with their national laws. One-Stop Shop OSS Committee visits the Customs Headquarters. The visit aims at strengthening regulatory oversight and safeguarding Nigeria's petroleum supply chain. For this, the Nigeria Customs Service and the committee have agreed to deepen collaboration through robust data sharing and intelligence-driven enforcement, with assurance of support from the service.
Anywhere you think that you still need our support in order to make your job easy, I think we are just a phone call away, and it's a good thing that we have a member of the service being part of the committee. But it's something that we are into together. So anytime you still need assistance, we are just here.
With deliberations completed, the committee discloses further the reason for the visit.
Nigerian Customs Service is a very significant player in the regulatory framework for what we are trying to achieve. And the Nigerian Customs Service is also ably represented in the OSS. And because of the importance of the Nigerian Customs Service, we had to undertake this visit to appreciate, to show the appreciation of the chairman of the technical committee and the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, who are driving this OSS, to appreciate Nigerian Customs Service for its role so far in this whole process.
On the outcome of the deliberations, this is the position.
Nigerian Customs is in the forefront of, data warehousing and, dissemination. Okay, so this is a very, it was a very, fruitful interaction we had, And what we're taking from this is what will further enhance the activities of the one-stop shop. That's for us. I mean, it's a very rewarding, part of this, and we're glad that we came.
Senior representatives from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, and Dangote Refinery attended the meeting. Other participants include officials from the Nigeria Immigration Service, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Ports Authority, and technical officers from both the OSS Committee and the Nigeria Customs Service.
In line with the NCS Act 2023, the underlisted overtime containers and vehicles domiciled at the underlisted commands, following a motion of ex parte with suit number FHC/L/MISC/519/2025, dated 23rd May 2025, is hereby published for the information of the public. Accordingly, importers, agents of the overtime goods are given 2 weeks grace period from the date of this publication to process and clear their goods or forfeit same to the federal government of Nigeria. Please note that in accordance to NCS Act 2023, Nigeria Customs Service will commence the process of disposal of all uncleared overtime goods immediately after the expiration of the grace period. For more information, visit www.customs.gov.ng.
The 70th anniversary gala/award night of the Nigeria Union of Journalists has provided yet another avenue where the Nigeria Customs Service has been recognized. This moment for its support to press freedom and responsible journalism. The Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, MFR, has received the Media Promoter and Advocate of Press Freedom Award. National Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Customs Service, Assistant Comptroller Abdullahi Mewada, who has represented the Comptroller General at the occasion, comments on the recognition.
We want to once again appreciate the media for recognizing the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, MFR, as one of the most media-friendly CEOs in Nigeria. You are aware that the Comptroller General of Customs is passionate about interacting with the media, and you will agree with me with the fact that he is one of the longest serving public relations officers, if not the longest serving in Nigeria Customs Service. And this is an opportunity for us to continue to leverage on the power of the media to improve in the services to Nigerians and to improve in our roles of revenue collection, suppression of smuggling and trade facilitation. So on behalf of the Comptroller General of Customs and the entire officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service, we appreciate this recognition and we are looking forward to improve in our relationship with gentlemen of the press, and we see them as watchdogs who look over what we are doing and give us more kind of searchlight and in order to improve our services to Nigeria.
Regarding the celebration, Abdullahi Mewada submits.
The NUJ celebrates 70th anniversary. We wish to, on behalf of the officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service, congratulate them on this milestone, and we also wish to recognize that they are indeed a critical pillar in the development of democracy and the entire economic and social development of Nigeria. So we wish them fruitful celebrations, and we hope more achievements are to come when it comes to this noble profession by the fourth estate of the realm.
This recognition is coming at a time when the Nigeria Customs Service is redefining its public image through enhanced visibility, digital transformation, and strategic communication campaigns aligned with national development objectives. Zonal Coordinator Zone A, Assistant Comptroller General Charles Orbie, inspects a guard of honor as he visits Seme Area Command of the Nigeria Customs Service on an official working tour. While addressing officers and men of the command, Assistant Comptroller General Orbie stresses that the Nigeria Customs Service has its personnel at heart.
Substantial improvement to officers' welfare are on the pipeline. The commitment of the service and the belief that when its officers are well taken care of, their motivation and productivity will naturally soar, leading to even greater overall achievements.
He underscores the significance of collaboration in the service's operations.
The success of our mandate, revenue generation, trade facilitation, and national security depends heavily on seamless collaboration. The synergy between the commands within the zone and our partnership with sister agencies must be strengthened to optimize our performance, even in this command, Seme Command. These collaborative efforts will enhance our effectiveness in tackling contemporary customs challenges while ensuring national security.
The Zonal Coordinator outlines the Nigeria Customs Service's 7 strategic priorities for 2025.
The service identified 7 strategic forum areas that will shape the operations in 2025, which are the full development of trade modernization initiatives, complete implementation of Authorized Economic Operators Program, enhanced risk management through technology integration, operationalization of the Nigeria Customs Service University, strengthening international partnership with the AFTA framework, rollout of robust customs social responsibility strategy, and promotion of open governance through increased transparency and stakeholders' engagement. All these are already being implemented and yielding immense results. The service has embarked on 7 strategic areas, and the command must be fully involved in all of this.
ACG Orbie uses the medium to laud Comptroller Ben Uramalugu for delivering impactful projects which align with the vision of the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, among which are the renovated COA building, upgraded sports complex, and newly commissioned officers' mess. Earlier, Customs Area Controller, Seme Command, Comptroller Ben Uramalugu outlined the command's achievements so far in 2025 to include generation of 3.58 billion naira revenue between January and May 2025, interception of items worth 889 million naira, including hard drugs and foreign currency, valued at 48.97 million naira, amongst others. Smugglers at the Western Waterways Axis have met their Waterloo in the hands of operatives at Western Marine Command on account of reinforced maritime patrol operations, which aim to combat smuggling and protect Nigeria's economic interests. The command, Comptroller Patrick Ntadi, reveals has intercepted items with over 352 million naira duty-paid value. The intercepted items include 481 loaves of cannabis sativa, 2,017 bags of 50 kg foreign parboiled rice, 4 locally constructed fiber boats, 5 wooden boats, 72 bundles of foreign textile material, and bags of sugar.
Our success is attributable to the motivation given to us from the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Bashiru Adeniyi, MFR, PSC Daga, enhanced intelligence gathering, and improved collaboration with other security agencies like the Navy, NDLEA, Marine Police, and the Immigration Service. We also owe our success to the deployment of more patrol vessels along the coastlines and inland waterways. We remain vigilant and proactive, continually updating our strategies to counter evolving smuggling tactics.
The Customs Area Controller emphasizes the need for all hands to be on deck to curb smuggling.
I want to urge members of this public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities related to smuggling or illegal trade in our waterways. Our collective efforts are essential in safeguarding our country's economic integrity and social order.
He assures of unrelenting commitment to stemming smuggling in his command's area of jurisdiction.
There's no room for water smuggling. Actually, my mandate is to make sure I reduce it to the barest minimum. Like I said, if you know the insecurity now, the challenges, some of them, it can't just be only road. Drugs too, especially. If you know the effect of drugs on our children, you will know that it's something we all have that responsibility to stop it. We are definitely going to work hard on it. My mandate is to make sure I reduce smuggling to the barest minimum, and I'm determined to do that.
He uses the medium to hand over the intercepted cannabis sativa to National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA.
In line with the NCS Act 2023, the underlisted overtime containers and vehicles domiciled at the underlisted commands, following a motion of ex parte with suit number FHC/L/MISC/519/2025, dated 23rd May 2025, is hereby published for the information of the public. Accordingly, importers, agents of the overtime goods are given 2 weeks grace period from the date of this publication to process and clear their goods or forfeit same to the federal government of Nigeria. Please note that in accordance to NCS Act 2023, Nigeria Customs Service will commence the process of disposal of all uncleared overtime goods immediately after the expiration of the grace period. For more information, visit www.customs.gov.ng.
Hello and welcome to the segment Customs Hub on Customs Duty. This is a segment that summarizes some of the activities of the Nigeria Customs Service regarding weekly revenue generation from import duty, excise duty and other levies. We take a look at the total number of pre-arrival assessment reports issued and revenue generated from Friday 24th of June 2025 to Thursday 27th of June 2025. The total amount of pre-arrival assessment report, also known as PAR, issued for the week amounts to 5,305. The Nigeria Customs Service generated a total of 145,798,311,841 naira 29 kobo in revenue for the week. On excise duty collection, the Nigeria Customs Service collected the sum of 248,855,264 naira 29 kobo. That is all for the segment Customs Hub.
This is where we draw the curtains on this week's episode of Customs Duty. For more information, you can always follow us on our social media handles now being displayed on your screen. You could also visit our website at www.customs.gov.ng for more update about the service. Strive to be a patriotic citizen, a compliant trader, avoid smuggling, and always pay the correct duty to make Nigeria a more prosperous nation. Join us again, same time next week. I am Tosin Obiakeme. Thank you for watching.